Put in the mix also 4 runs scored and 2 RBIs as he hits this one. Backhanded by Tan. Struggles to get up, and then we'll just go to the first base bag. Nice play there defensively, though, showing off the leather.
Right after we talked about Tan being pretty adept over there at first defensively, we get a good example. Lays out, stops it, gets to his feet, and gets over to first. No chance there to turn 2, so you take the 1 out, especially when it gives you 2 outs.
This one swung right and hit to Evans. Looks back the runner. Fires over low, but not a problem for Tan. 6-3 put out for out number 2.
Very professional.
Deposited in between Syracuse and Gallagher out there in right center field. So run scoring opportunity now for Andrew Tan. He's got the slick glove at first base, but also has got a pretty nifty bat as well. First pitch a called strike. Tan, just a sophomore from North Brunswick, New Jersey. Getting his 32nd appearance with the Bearcats here this season and his 21st start. 3 for 5. He also had 2 doubles yesterday. A couple RBIs and runs as well. UMass Lowell fans wanted that to be a strike. Instead, it'll be a 1-1 count. Fade not necessarily a stolen base threat, especially at second base. Just 1 for 2 on the season. This one hit, slicing off the bat towards the right field side. You're right in front of the wall. Gallagher kind of held up on giving that one a full extension out there.
He ran hard about halfway there, and then I think realized there's no way I'm getting to that if he even stays in the field of play. He'll trot back to his position now.
Conserve that energy too. It's a little hotter than it was yesterday, so.
Especially too without the cloud cover.
Yeah. This is one where you hope you brought your sunscreen if you're watching it here at the ballpark. 1-2 count. This one's hit in left center field. It's continuing to drift high and deep. And it is going to be right off the top of the wall. Baden's going to score easily from second base. And he'll replace him now. Will be Andrew Tan at second base. An RBI double. We're now knotted up at 1.
We've seen some hard-hit balls in this one so far. Ball kept carrying and carrying until it caromed off the wall. Second look at it. A pitch on the outside half of the plate. He goes with it, pulls it into the left. Bit of a misplay off the wall here, too. It hops by, but good reaction to get to it after the misplay and get it back to the infield.
Then throwing it over to first base to get its prey. Here's Andrew Tan trying not to become the second out of this inning.
Tan raised the elbows there, thought that one was coming further inside than it did. Found the zone for strike 1.
Very impressed with Tan here today, as you talked about the third different first baseman. Oh, I thought that was it, Cole. I even pushed the chair back in effort just to our left.
Missed that one. I was fending off a wasp out of the booth here.
Oh, yeah, I see it here.
Yeah, I think
hopefully
it's a wasp.
it'll find its way
big.
out.
It's gone.
Yeah, we're good.
Safe.
You're not allergic to any of those things, are you?
No.
Good.
Just would have been vintage. I've been waiting to see you make a play on a ball all tournament.
0-2, this one missing. Oh, the gentleman in front of us had the baseball, too, so that's how close we were, Cole. We were that close.
Would figure the one that you almost get's the one that I'm looking the other way trying to shoo a wasp out of our area.
Did you see that defensive positioning, too?
I did.
Quickly dispersed to the chair.
Cat-like reflexes.
Breaking pitch and a beaut. Well placed on the bender by Brendan Holland. That's strikeout number 2 for the lefty.
You said it best there, just a well-placed curveball.
To taking.
Yeah, if they keep it up, their athletic director might look to schedule every game next year at 11 o'clock.
This one ground to the right side. Only one place for Roselli. Fires over to Tan. 4-3 put out. Syracuse will advance to second base on the play. This one back up the middle. Evans one hops it over to second. The turn is beautifully done. Roselli to Tan. 6-4-3 double play to end the spell here at the top of the 6th. We head to the home half coming up. Still knotted up at 3. And also the circumstances surrounding the Riverhawks being down, I believe, 4 or 5 players due to COVID protocols.
Just tough after seeing them play a few times to count them out.
They have the confidence, though.
It all starts with the man at the helm.
Yeah, it started breathing after that first game. UMBC was starting to feel good. They had some confidence, some momentum riding. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball. Just outside the infield. Looks to be no issue, and will be no issue for Roddy Hernandez, as Andrew Tan is retired.
Yeah, good to see that Hernandez.
Right now is Ryan Proto. This one grounded down the right side. Easily playable for Tan on the one hop as he gets it over to first base unassisted for out number 2. Bearcats last in terms of stolen bases successful in the conference, but Bade has some speed, but I don't imagine they'll send him here in this situation. I say that, but I could be surprised. One batter already tried to steal once they were on the base pass. Runner, I should say. That was Nick Roselli back in the 3rd. Great jump, but Ryan Proto still gunned him down. This one is going to plop itself right in front of Lucini. Plays it on the hop. Back-to-back base hits as Andrew Tan gets his second one of the day.
And Tan putting together a very impressive tournament so far.
That'll bring up Jake Evans, and also 32 RBIs in 43 games in the Big South Conference for Radford. Push bunt. Becker's just going to try to tag him, and he's going to be out of the base pass. Nice play there trying to avoid the tag, but he will be out of the base pass, but another run will score. So it'll be an RBI on the fielder's choice.
Oftentimes when you do that, you know you're going to be out of the base pass, but it's all about causing the fielder with the ball to hesitate for a moment.
To put up a crooked number nonetheless. This one a high bouncing ball on the right side of the infield. Tan gloves it. Beats Fish over to the bag in time for out number 1. Does it still be a 2-run lead for Binghamton? This one hit towards the right side. Ranging over is Taylor. Throws over to Tan. And that'll be the second out of this inning. Wayman advances to third base, trying to go to second. This one grounded towards Tan. Picks it up. Steps on the bag. And the first team into the championship game has been finalized. The Binghamton Bearcats will be playing this weekend for a chance to hoist the America East Trophy after they best the UMass Lowell Riverhawks by an 8-5 final. Good back and forth game throughout much of this contest. Riverhawks took the lead 3 different times, but the Bearcat answered back right immediately afterwards, eventually taking the lead late into this one and then getting that W. And now any team that faces them in that championship game will have to beat them not once, but twice. So the Bearcats in the driver's seat to win this conference championship.